Welcome back to 2Ks Nerdgasms. I'm Kristen.
I'm Karen.
And today we are going to talk about the one thing that we can talk about nonstop, which is Dramione. We are going to go over why they are Ultimate One True Pairing, the reasons to ship them, and we're actually going to go over our favorite fan fictions that are Dramione, as well as some shipper videos that we found on YouTube.
I just want to say, we know Dramione not for everybody, and that's fine. You can have your own opinion about it. We're not trying to force it on you. We're just trying to explain what goes on in our mind whenever we think of Dramione. So, disclaimer: if you don't like it, it's all good.
You don't.
We're not trying to push it on you,
but
we're not trying to push it on you.
We both really like Dramione.
Yes.
And the reason that we really like Dramione is there's a balance that comes with them. You've got the muggle-born girl that is trying to be the best she can be in a world that she really knows nothing about and is just growing into. And then you've got the pure-bloodist bully who
is entitled and thinks everything should be given to him.
Right. And so after the war, in my opinion, or towards the beginning of the war, I really think that they come out of it both with kind of a different ideal. And I think that Draco especially, in my mind, would learn from that aspect and want to be a better person. Now, J.K. Rowling hates Draco.
Yeah, she does.
She says he's a bully, that's all he's ever been, and that's all he should be seen as. And most girls don't see that.
Well, I feel like the way if she wanted his character to be that, she should have made his character be that. But instead, she gave his character so much depth. Like, he didn't want to kill Dumbledore. He didn't want to do all these things they were making him do, but he had to. They were making him. And you could see, like, in the book, how it explains it, he doesn't want to. And then even in the movies, you can see it. Like, that's why he freaks out and is crying in the bathroom, because he doesn't want this.
No.
That's the life he was born into and he was forced to. So I think she kind of makes his character more developed. And then when people started to like him, she was like, oh, well, that was not my intention.
No.
So
it's funny. And there was actually something that I saw, I think today, in a meme that I thought was really cool. It said, Draco, the one character that is shipped with everybody, winds up with some random person in the epilogue.
Yeah. Like not even someone they went to school with. It's like someone they went to school with, little sister.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
And so that for me is really interesting because it is fun to kind of play with his character and put him with different pairs. But Hermione and him complement each other. I mean, if you look at Draco Wiki for Harry Potter Wiki, he's the second in the class. I mean, it's almost guaranteed that if they would have gone back for their
she would have been head girl.
She would have been head girl.
Been head boy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they just have that dynamic, and so it's really fun to see all the different ways that it can be taken. And really, for me, they would be the ultimate power couple. You have the Gryffindor princess with the Slytherin prince. You've got the brave, clever girl with the sly, cunning guy. And I really think that they just go together. Like, they just do.
And in my opinion, like, the reason I love it so much is because, towards the end of the war, everyone's getting out of the whole Muggle-born thing. And I think with his family being, like, one of the highest people who reject Muggle-borns, him getting with a Muggle-born, and I don't know if his parents would be okay with it. Like, some stories you read, like, his mom's okay with it, and his dad's really not. But, I feel like they would kind of bring together that gap between the purebloods and the Muggle-borns and everybody in between, and just kind of help the society get back together and become a whole.
Right.
And that's why I really like them. And I feel like they have the perfect balance of similarities and differences. Like, he plays Quidditch, which he's not a bad Quidditch player. He's not Harry, but he's not bad. And Hermione don't play sports. But he's smart, she's smart. I feel like they could actually sit down and have an intelligent conversation, unlike Ron.
We don't ship Ron, ever.
Ron's not with nobody. Ron's by himself. Sorry,
He's a bachelor. That's all.
That's fine. He can be a bachelor. He can, have tons of girls, but I don't really care who. Just not Hermione. I don't like Ron. Anyways, I don't wish bad upon him. I just don't like him. Anyways, and so I feel like they have a good balance of similarities and differences that you need for a good relationship to work.
Right. Absolutely, I completely agree. Now, as far as our favorite fan fictions, so my favorite fan fiction is called The Deadline, and it is by a writer who goes by Lena Phoria. I'll put her link down below with the link to the fan fiction. But basically what it is it's way after the epilogue. It's after the children are growing up, and Ron and Hermione are going through a really rough time. And amidst them kind of going through their thing, they find out that their daughter, Rose, is engaged to Scorpius Malfoy. And so for the sake of the families, they have to figure out how to get along. And Ron and Hermione just kind of split, and she kind of goes her way. Well, amidst all this drama that's happening, Draco and Hermione wind up having a one-night stand. And so when they do that, it just kind of leads to a relationship, but they know that they can't go beyond the deadline of their children's wedding date. And so it's all about just kind of working to the deadline. So you don't really know if it's just going to be a bunch of one.
So you don't know if it's just going to be a bunch of one-night stands or
if it's going to lead to something more, because that's weird. You can't have parents that are together if you're together. And so it's really cool. But the really great thing about the story is the writing, how it's written. It's badass. I love the way that she writes, and I went back and I actually read through several of her other stories, and she had a story on there that was Dramione, and it was called Cruel and Beautiful World. And it's this really badass dystopia world, and anyways, it's really good. But she actually got the chance to take it and make it into an actual book series, and you can buy it on Kindle. And I've actually purchased the first and second book, which also goes by Cruel and Beautiful World. The first book is called Broken Wings, and the second one is called Sunken Eyes. And I'm really excited to read them because she does write so badass. It's so good.
She turned it into a 50 Shades of Grey kind of thing. I just meant by writing a fan fiction that you turned into a book.
Right, but it's not like 50 Shades of Grey. It's better from what I've read so far.
Disclaimer, me saying that meant she took a fan fiction that she wrote and turned it into an actual book. Not that it's as smutty and stuff as 50 Shades of Grey. My bad, sorry.
No, that's all good. Anyway, so I'm also going to put the link down below for her books on Amazon, and if you want to read it, I mean, she did take it off fan fiction, so I can't put that actual story, but I've seen and heard so many good things, and I'm so excited to read it. And so, those are my favorite Dramione fan fictions.
My favorite Dramione fan fiction is called Disenchanted by Sunfire, and instead of an E at the end, it has a 3. It's pretty much about Draco at the end, right at the beginning of the war, I guess. They're not going back for their 7th year, it's right at that time. The snake takes him to the safe house at Grimmauld Place. Grimmauld Place, my bad. Takes him there and tells him to work with Harry, Ron, and Hermione. And so they show up, and it's kind of like this whole little, buffering at first, because, he's still fighting with his demons. He doesn't really trust them or like them, but he doesn't want to go back to Voldemort's side, so he makes a unbreakable bond with Hermione that promises that he'll never hurt her. And so it's pretty much just their journey of going and finding the Horcruxes, and he's helping them and everything else, and while everything's going on, they fall in love.
Oh, yay. So now on to our next favorite Dramione things. We actually fell in love with Dramione probably through shipper videos.
Yes.
Several years ago.
A very long time ago.
We'd go to our cousin's house and stay the night. We'd stay up all night watching YouTube videos that were just Harry Potter shipper videos. And so we love them. My favorite is actually Draco and Hermione. Haunted is the song by Taylor Swift, and it is by YouTuber Diana Mill, and it's MEEL. And I'll actually put the link for the video and her YouTube channel down below. Most of her videos, actually I think all of her videos on this channel are just Dramione, and her editing is so badass. Like, for the most part, Draco and Hermione are not in any scenes together really throughout the series.
That's what makes it so hard to make a good Dramione shipper video.
Yes, it is. And so she actually does like a lot of Photoshop editing where she makes them be in the same scenes, and it is almost seamless. It's my favorite video. It's badass. I'm putting the link down below. You should definitely check it out. I love her videos. What about you?
My favorite Dramione video is Dramione Say Something. What's the YouTuber's name? I don't know.
It is Felton Dramione is the YouTuber's name, and we're gonna put their link down below.
We'll put it down below, and I feel like Say Something, that song just is perfect for them because they don't want to break up and they want to be together, but there's so much going on, and I don't know. I just feel like it's a really good.
Oh no, yeah, that's really awesome. We love it. And then we actually have an honorable mentions video that we really like. It is also by the Diana Mill, and it's Animals, which is the Maroon 5 version. And once again, the editing is badass. She's got some audio clips throughout it that just kind of add to it, and it's awesome, right? That's why it's an honorable mention.
Yes, because it's not our favorite, but you know, we have to give her credit for you just have to watch it and just see the use of her different the audio clips is really, the editing's good, but the audio clips is what really pushes it over the edge.
With the song, I mean, she really took this song and put video and audio to it to make it better and more enhanced.
That's what makes a really good shipper video. If you want to try it, in my opinion, you need to pick a song that fits the relationship that you're going for. Mm-hmm. And you also have to have good clips that fit the moment in that song, like the words that are saying in that song.
Basically, a shipper video, what I like to think of it is it's that soundtrack. Like when you're watching a movie and that song comes on that just makes that one moment, you know, happy, sad, loving, whatever. And you kind of take that concept and you listen to this song and you're like, this song describes them. I see it. Like Haunted, when you watch that video, the words, the lyrics, everything, just go with it, and you're watching it and you're like, yes, this is them. Their relationship is haunted. She's haunted by him because of this, and the way that she does it is just amazing. And I watched that video a million times. I could watch it a million more. I love it, and that's why we want to go ahead and give a shout out to her, because we want to give credit where credit is due. These are our favorite fan fictions. These are our favorite shipper videos, and we really want to share them with y'all and also kind of get these people out there, because to us they're special and they've made something that's really awesome, and we want to give them props, like tons of props. And so I think for this video that we are about done. Dramione is our one true pairing, forever and always.
Top notch. We have a lot of one true pairings, but that's top of the list, number one, A1, always gonna be there.
Yeah. And yeah, that's our ride or die.
Yeah.
And so there's a good chance we will be coming back to them throughout many different things. And so we appreciate you guys watching, and we hope that this kind of gave you some ideas about Dramione. And please comment, like, subscribe.
And I want to know, who's y'all's pairing for Hermione and Draco? If they're not together, like who do you want Hermione to be with at the end? Whether it's Ron or, you know, Harry or whoever else, let us know. And Draco, you know, if you want him with Ginny or Luna or whoever else, Harry, we don't discriminate.
We do not discriminate.
Just
there are
let
many
us know below.
shippers.
Yes. Just let us know below, because we're very interested to see who everybody thinks. And if y'all have any weird ships, like Voldemort and Harry, or Draco and an apple.
Drapple! We love Drapple!
Please let us know, because we will be doing a video in the future about weird shipping couples.
Yes. So please let us know. Also, please follow us on Twitter. We'll put our handles down below, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.